Hi! I'm aware that even though I have over 1,000 subscribers, there's like a small handful of you that are actually going to be excited to see this video, but I feel I need to make a video like this because I basically died. Or it seems that way anyway, because I have not made a video in a long time, and I'm here to explain that. So the easy version is the cliche version. Life got in the way. Specifically, a very nasty intruder to my life known as Crohn's disease. If you don't know what Crohn's disease is, basically your intestines are inflamed and they kind of attack themselves. It's a very, very basic definition. Basically, I don't absorb nutrients the way I'm supposed to, and I can't eat certain kinds of food. It's just all around a very terrible thing. Now, if you've heard of Crohn's disease before, or if you Googled it, you might think, ew, that's gross. The icky, nasty side of it is totally neutralized. I am completely healthy in that aspect. The problem is exhaustion and fatigue, and it hit me hard in freshman year of high school. I was basically just nothing until senior year of high school. It took me that long to recover. And in that time, I changed quite a bit. The main way I changed was I slowly kind of completely lost interest in Thomas the Tank Engine, tugs, Theodore Tugboat. To the point it feels weird to say it. Like, to say those three things. It feels so foreign at this point. Now, part of this was intentional. When I got to high school, I did not have a good middle school life at all. When I got to high school, I realized I had a clean slate in front of me, and I should use this opportunity to my advantage. And apart from finally ditching that gross long hair I used to have, I thought it was important to let Thomas go to make me seem, more normal to people. So I kind of purposefully put all my focus into filmmaking, and over time I just completely lost interest in making Thomas videos. In fact, for a long time I just kind of lost interest in making videos altogether because I was just so terribly exhausted. Like, literally, I would get up for school, go to school, come home, and just fall asleep. Just immediately. Every day. It was awful. So Crohn's disease was a nasty intruder that completely took over my life. Thankfully, as of late, I have been getting a lot better. I'm finally having energy. I finally had the energy to make this video. I've been thinking about making this video for months. And actually, I filmed part of this video, or an early version of it, like several years ago. I think while I was still in high school. And I just never got around to finishing it. A lot has changed since then, though. At the time, I was talking about doing a new Thomas series and some other things. None of it's gonna happen. I'm never gonna make another episode of Sodor Stories. That's weird to say. Sodor Stories. Anyone remember that? Because I don't. I really don't. I don't remember making it. I don't remember being into it. I don't remember anything about it. And the only thing I remember is that I discovered a while ago someone else has a series called Sodor Stories. They started after me, and I never really got big with it, so, they can have the name. Whatever. Sodor Stories is never gonna happen. Ever again. And neither is anything Thomas related, really. I mean, I'm a filmmaker and a musician, and I owe a lot of that to Thomas. Although with the music, more so to Theodore, the Tugboat. But I owe a lot to Thomas. It's kind of what got me where I am now, sort of. And I will always appreciate that. And I still keep up with it. I watch the episodes, I watch the specials, I'm in a Facebook group. But that burning passion is gone. It's not like it left, but it's still kind of part of me. It's like, I just don't get it anymore. Like, I'll be on Skype chats with my friends, and they'll be talking about rare Thomas tapes or something, or like, I gotta get the Take Along and the Erdl and the Wood and the Trackmaster, and I'm like, I just don't get it anymore. The only thing I can even slightly relate to anymore is like the Bachman Hornby model train stuff, and I'm quite excited to see that Rosie has finally been released. I might get her, but in terms of model trains, I've been more into real trains. Like, I've gotten really into like 1940s and 50s Pennsylvania Railroad, that whole era. I don't really care about Thomas anymore. I had ambitions of modeling every single character and, doing all the 8 different gauges that there are. Not anymore. I'm very careful with how I spend my money. I take, a lot of time to think about buying things. So the idea of buying a bunch of toys really doesn't make sense to me. And if you were curious about my side of that whole Twitter debate, yes, they're toys. I'm sorry. They're toys. So my newfound interest after Thomas, and I kind of found it because of Thomas, making Thomas videos, I'm trying to become a filmmaker. I'm going to school to hopefully pursue a career in cinematography, which is basically the person that directs what's on screen. I also got really into music, also kind of through Thomas, although I am not into Thomas music at all anymore. I could make a whole rant about this. My basic opinion is this: as soon as the Proteus 2 sound font became widely available, everything got really boring really fast. I'm sorry, but everyone's Thomas music sounds exactly the same. Not just covers, right? People that write original themes, like new music, they use all the old Thomas sounds. They use that, sh 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 sound, and they use, all the Proteus orchestra sounds, and they use the Roland Jupiter. And to be fair, the Roland Jupiter has a whole history outside of Thomas, and it does not sound dated. The Proteus does. There's nothing creative about it. It sounds just exactly like the Mike and Jr. music. And that's not being a musician, that's being a plagiarist. It's just, there's nothing fresh about it. It's so bland and boring. Anyway, not gonna get into that right now. That's a whole can of worms. So what am I into? Well, here's a hint. Yeah, I'm really into heavy rock music, particularly 80s rock. I'm not like a metalhead. I think real metalheads would make fun of me because I'm into like 80s glam rock. Like, I really love Motley Crue. I like Def Leppard. I like Rat, Guns N' Roses, Van Halen, that sort of thing. I mean, I'm into other stuff too. Like, one of my favorite bands is Three Dog Night. They were like the original pop act from like the 60s and 70s. But really, I love 80s rock so much. In fact, I'm a guitar player, so I'm working on an EP that's going to be just total throwback to 80s rock. Nothing complete yet, but plenty of demos, and it's going to sound a little something like this. You could say I've come a long way from Sir Topham Hatt's song. But I'm not just into rock. I actually like to compose music for orchestra. Like film scoring and stuff. I've done a few projects recently of my own that I scored. But one of the more interesting things I've been doing is a TV show. Like an actual TV show that airs on actual TV. So the show is called Millworth. It's a drama comedy about high school students. So I've done 2 complete seasons now. Season 2 I finished up around last November while I was a freshman in college, so that was fun. And coming this September, Millworth is going to be having a 2-part finale special. So I'm doing the music again. So Millworth airs on the Shaw TV network, which is a Canada nationwide network, and I believe some of the northern United States have it. A couple, I'm not sure though. But the DVD is on Amazon, so you can check that out. Hopefully I will be able to complete it while I'm still here before I go back to college, but we'll see. So there's the other thing, college. Even if I wanted to make Thomas videos, or train videos, or really any videos like that, I just wouldn't have time. To be honest, I'm really not sure how people back in the day even did it. Like, it seems to me, back in like 2009, 10, 11, 12, sort of, when the Thomas community was really vibrant and active, people were cranking out, new videos every week, every day. And while I was in high school, I could barely make a video a month. I don't understand how people did it so consistently. And now I'm in college and I realize I have even less time to breathe, honestly. And since I'm going to college to make films, I'm already busy making videos, so I just really don't have any time to do any personal sort of fun videos. Plus, I don't have room for any stuff like that at school, because basically, for 9 months out of the year, I have to move my entire life into a small room without air conditioning. And, I have to have things like clothes and food and a computer, and I can't have things like Thomas toys littered around the place. And to be honest, it'll be weird if I did. Because in college, you go to that guy's room, they got a PlayStation. Go to the other guy's room, they got some drinks hidden away in the fridge. Go to my room, Thomas toys. No. My freshman year in college was interesting. If you guys want a video on college stories, I'll gladly make it. Let me know down in the comments section. If you want to see something like that. I mean, they're all sort of mundane and boring because, well, I'm a mundane, boring person. But I don't know. I have a couple fun stories. Yeah. Hopefully this next year of college is going to be a little bit easier than the first year. So what is the future for Master 98? Frankly, there is none. This channel was created so I could make Thomas videos, hence the name. And aside from a couple little fan music videos I've made, not for Thomas songs, for like actual songs, other than that, I really don't have any interest in making Thomas videos anymore. Yeah, there really just isn't a future for this channel. I do have a personal channel where I upload some short films and stuff, and will be uploading more in the future. Although not very much, because I don't know, I've become kind of a lurker on social media. I watch a bunch of YouTube videos and I comment, but I never really make anything. I'm on Instagram every day, but I don't post pictures very often. Usually when I do post something, it's a video that is either a cool idea I had, or I had a sleepless night, so I decided to do a cover of Really, Really Nice Day. Really nice day, really nice day, really nice day. So yeah, that happened. I'm on Twitter, and I'm in a Thomas Facebook group, but I never really post anything. I usually just read. And I've kind of adopted the same thing for YouTube. I prefer to consume than post. Obviously, for my job, when I become a cinematographer and I start making short films, I'm gonna post more, but in terms of just fun enjoyment videos, they're not really a thing anymore for me. I do have a project in the works, and I know, I've announced many a pipe dream before. Yeah, oh, yeah. But this one, I'm actually really passionate about. It's a cartoon. Not gonna say any more than that. Might show you a screenshot or two. Oh, you guys are lucky. You're getting sneak previews. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you very much about that, but you might be seeing something like that soon. And by soon, I mean next couple years. Soon doesn't mean next couple weeks anymore. And unfortunately, you will not be seeing me soon by any definition on this channel. Really. It's kind of the end. Sorry, I really appreciate all 1,048 of you. So yeah, that's about it for now. This is kind of bittersweet. I had such big visions for this channel, as evident by my many failed attempts at starting a series of some sort, Thomas related or not. I remember thinking back in the day what it would be like to be like a Thomas celebrity. Like, the likes of like Captain Punjab and Miss Oliver and Blossom. and all that stuff. And to be honest, I think that scene was kind of dead by the time I joined. And it wasn't even that glamorous to begin with. Let's be honest. But it's a little bit sad that this channel never really got where I want it to be. I mean, 1,048 subscribers. That's a pretty big accomplishment. I'm aware most of them are throwaway accounts with no videos and no subscribers and no icon. Like I said, I'm aware that there are like a small handful of you that actually watch my stuff. But for those of you who do, thank you. I really appreciate the fact that you do watch my stuff, and I hope you guys stick around to check out my stuff that isn't Thomas related. So, until next time, whenever that time will be, wherever it will be, this is Master 98, signing off.